All right, seventh grade. Well, we are going to be looking today at volume of pyramids. And volume equals 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. But of course, we want to remember that any time that we multiply something by 1/3, it's the same as dividing it by its reciprocal, 3/1. So we can also take area of the base times the height and just divide it by 3. Whichever way you prefer to work. I mean, you can use your calculators and all that, so I don't think either way is easier or more difficult than the other, but sometimes division is a little bit more straightforward, at least for me personally, than multiplying things by fractions. But I can assure you that multiplying something by 1/3 and dividing it by 3/1 are the same exact thing. All right. So here we go. Find the volume of the pyramid. Now you'll notice I'm focusing on a pyramid in the book because I'm not even going to try to draw these today. I think it's just going to work out better if I try to show you these. You get a clear idea. Now remember, the formula is area of the base times the height divided by 3. So the first thing I need to do is figure out the area of the base. Well, the base is clearly a rectangle. 10 times 8, okay? And so I can do 10 times 8, and I know that that's going to give me 80. So I come over here for example number 1, and I'm going to put 80 because I want to remember that the area of that rectangle is 80 square inches. All right? Then I multiply that by the height, which is times, as I can see here, my height is 7. So I'm going to take 80 times 7. So I'm going to come back over here. 80 times 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 8 is 56. I get 560. That's the area of the base times the height. Then I simply take 560 and divide it by 3. Now, what they're going to want, okay, we're not going to want these repeating decimals. We're going to want mixed numbers. So we're going to think 560 divided by 3. Now, you can do this on your calculator too, but I'm going to want mixed numbers on your assignment. So we're going to take 3 into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Drop the 6. 3 can go into 26 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24. 26 minus 24 is 2. Drop the 0. 3 can go into 20 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. So I get a remainder of 2. All right, and of course, so that's going to turn into 186 2/3, and its volume, so it's going to be cubic inches. Not hard. You folks can handle that. All right, so you kind of figure out how you want that to go. All right, now, here's another one, okay? 7, I'm looking here and I'm saying, okay, if volume equals area of the base times the height divided by 3, I know that it looks like I have a triangle there at the base. Now, the formula for area of a triangle, remember, is base times height divided by 2. Length of the base times the height divided by 2. So it looks like the length of the base is 7. It looks like the height of the triangle is 18. Okay, notice I'm not talking about the height of the pyramid yet. Right now, that h is for the height of the triangle divided by 2. Well, 18 can easily be divided by 2. So I'm going to do that first before I multiply. We've talked about that before. 18 divided by 2 is 9. When I take 9 times 7, I get 63. So the area of my base in this particular example is 63. When I come back over here, then I look at the height, I'm going to multiply that by 11. So now, just to save some time, I'm going to punch that into my calculator. So I'm going to go 63 times 11, all right? And that's going to equal 693. Well, 693 can then be divided by 3. If I remember my rules of divisibility, 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. This is a great lesson to utilize that rule of divisibility. 18 is divisible by 3, thus I know that 693 is divisible by 3. So I can come in here, divided by 3 equals 231. I find that the volume of this triangular pyramid is 231 cubic centimeters. I'm going to give us some more room. I'm going to write my formula down here just so we can have it to refer to on this board. Volume equals area of the base times the height divided by 3. All right? So here we look at this one. Once again, finding the volume of the pyramid. Well, here's one where there's no real formula to find the area of the base. That looks like it's a hexagon, a 6-sided figure, but it's just telling you that the area of the base is 10 yards. And it's telling you that the height is 6 yards. So I can plug those numbers in. Area of the base, 10 yards, height, 6 yards. So if I come over here, if the area of the base is 10 yards and the height is 6 yards, and I'm taking all that and dividing it by 3, well, I know that 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that leaves me with volume equals 10 times 2. All right, and well, I know that 10 times 2 is 20, so the volume is 20 cubic yards. Pretty straightforward. You just have to stay organized with the formula. All right, we're going to look at one more, then we're going to move on. All right, so find the volume of the pyramid. Once again, it looks like we have a square pyramid with the dimensions 4 by 4 on the square. So the area of the base would be 4 to the power of 2, or 4 times 4. That would be 16. So if I go ahead and plug that in, all right, and I'm going to utilize this same formula. If volume equals area of the base times the height, then it's 16 times 9, because the 4 times 4 is the 16, the height is 9. All right, so now I know that volume equals area of the base. The 4 times 4 is 16 times the height, which is 9, divided by 3. All right, well, I know that 9 divided by 3 is 3. So I know that my volume equals 16 times 3. Well, if I just come over here, do a little scratch work, sometimes that's faster than going to the calculator. 3 times 6 is 18. Put the 8 down, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. I get 48, okay? Volume equals 48 cubic centimeters is what we have here for example number 4. All right, we'll talk to you later, man. And ladies, okay, bye.